Hey, welcome to Trashy Stupid Fun. Today, the movies I'm going to talk about today is a David Caradine double feature, and the movies are Future Force and Future Zone, which I watched the Riff Tracks versions of both movies recently, and they were really awful, and they made no sense at all. The first one, Future Force rather. David Caradine plays like a cop of the future, even though it was made in the 80s, but I think it was set in the 1990s. It's supposed to be the future, but everybody was using, computers from the 80s and a lot of technology from the 80s. It just it's so dated. And, yeah. And for some reason he uses a glove to get bad guys, but he always keeps it locked up in the back of his truck or his Jeep or whatever. And so, every time he wants to use it, he has to go unlock the back of. He has to open the back of his truck, and then open the box that he keeps it in. And it's just, what the heck? It makes more sense that he should wear it the whole time, or And the guys make comments about that. It's like, oh, why does he have to do that? It's kind of funny. And yeah, basically he's out to get this bad guy who's I think he's a drug dealer, or I don't know, or a drug pusher. I don't really remember. He's just a bad guy. Let's leave it at that. He's a bad guy. And he's had to bring him down or whatever, and the bad guy has it in for him, and blah 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 blah. It's just a lot of cliches, and it was really really bad. And then in the sequel, Future Zone, basically a time traveler comes back in time to be his partner or whatever. And spoiler, the guy turns out to be the guy's son, so he knows that his wife is pregnant at the time, and it's really stupid. And I'm not giving that's not totally a spoiler though, because when he shows up, you kind of get it's like, oh, that's his son, like, oh, brother. It's just because even the guys, the Riff Track guys, Mike, Kevin, and Bill, they were like, oh God, you're my future son or whatever, blah 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 blah. Anyways, yeah, that was basically it, and the riffs had me laughing a lot, and some of them were pretty bad because a lot of the jokes dealt with how David Caradine died. And if you're not familiar with it, just look it up. I don't really, if you know how he died, that it's kind of, some of them were in poor taste, but at the same time they were kind of making fun of each other for, it's like, it's too soon for that. It's too soon for jokes like that. It was just bad. But at the same time, they were kind of funny. But at the same time, it's like, it's a little too soon for those kinds of jokes. And just, yeah, these movies were really bad, but they were fun to watch. And I saved them, so I might watch them again at some point because they were fun. They weren't bad. I mean, they were bad, but they were fun to watch all the same. Because really, if I found these on DVD, unriffed, I would probably check them out just out of curiosity because that's what I look for. With this really random actor in a really random movie with a bad sounding plot, yeah, I'll probably check it out. I checked out stuff like Dead Heat for that very reason because it had Treat Williams and what's his face, in the zombie movie. So it's like, yeah, I gotta check that out. Joe Piscopo, I think. Anyways, yeah. I checked out movies like that, and I checked out movies like Wild Guitar for that reason because it's Archibald Jr. Rockabilly movie, or his character was kind of a rockabilly dude or whatever. But yeah, and yes. And I've already talked about that movie on the shows. Yeah, and that's basically it. I could probably look in my movie tag, but I might have to look. I might have to get ideas for other episodes because it's been a while. It's been a while. You see. I know I've seen over 250 movies. Yeah. And Future Zone and Future Force are pretty much the big ones I watched recently that I wanted to talk about on here. And that's basically it for now. Until next time.